reading lesson time for Monday. Now today we're going to talk about sentences. How does moving a word around in a sentence change the sentence's meaning? Does it matter what order the words are in? Let's try it here, okay? I've got some words. Now I want you to do this at home later. So I showed you, I didn't have any paper handy. I grabbed a paper towel and I cut it into some pieces and I wrote them, okay? So I'm gonna put it in the correct order first, the way that I wrote my sentence, okay? So read it with me. I drew a picture. Frog, there's that blend, FR. Frog is green, okay? The frog is green, period. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. It is a statement. Yes, it is. Now, let's just keep these same words, but let's change them around. There we go. Okay, ready? Is green the frog? Now that would be a question mark sentence for one. But does that make sense? Is green the frog? Not really. Let's try another way. Green is the frog. Well, that kind of makes, it's kind of an odd sentence, but it does sort of make sense. Green is the frog. Kind of, but it certainly changes it. Now let's do this. Let's try this, okay? Ready? Read with me. Frog the green is. Frog the green is. Does that make any sense at all? No, that makes no sense. So it matters what order the words come in when we write a sentence. That's why Mrs. Borden says when we write in our journals and things, think about your sentence before you write it and does it make sense? So if I wrote frog the green is, those are all words, yes they are, but it makes no sense. We have to put them in the right order. So I have a little clue because my capital letter, I know that's the beginning of a sentence, right? The frog green is, no. The frog is green. There we go, there's my sentence. Now I've got a Google Doc for you to look at and I've got some words. I don't have them in order. You have to put them in order. So what you could do is either do it on the computer. You can type if your mom or dad are okay with that, typing them on the computer to where they make sense, or you could write them out on different pieces of paper like I did, and you could also play around and mix them up and do them different funny ways, okay? Now, is God a God of order? Does God care what order things come in? Well, yes, he does. He showed us in the days of creation, correct? He showed us he had an order for everything. Now, I've linked the Genesis 1:1 in the beginning. That's on for you. But day 1, it was what? Let there be light. Day 2, the sky. Day 3, plants, land, and sea. I wrote them down because I get them. You might be able to, so I want you to remember them. Day 4, sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, fish and the birds. Day 6, animals, there's my elephant, and man, that's us. And day 7, he rested. So God had an order for things, didn't he? And it makes perfect sense because God's perfect and he knows all things. So we know that he has a plan for things. He has a timing for things and it's just right. Now, speaking of timing, you better get busy on your reading lesson. Get to work.